Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. FYP, that's awesome. Awesome. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Thank you for so much for the roses, Nitra. Hope you're enjoying your weekend also. Yeah, I'm enjoying it for the most part. My favorite, honestly, my favorite part of the day is either going live and doing this or doing something outdoors. But it's raining today, so um, you know. Da, 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 da. Nitra, did you have a Nitra 3? Did you have a question? Oh, I see it now. Okay, okay. Can I get insight between Quan and myself energy? Okay. Nitra, insight between Quan and her energy. Let's see what's going on. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay. So you pulled, this means divine femininity and feminine energy. This means communication. This means waiting and delays. This means needs and requirements. This means abundance. And this means happiness. So right now I'm feeling, what I'm feeling from your spread is that you're feeling like you're putting in the work. You're the one that's communicating. You're the one that's reaching out. And you're the one that's meeting the requirements that you want to fill and what you're pursuing with somebody else. But you're not feeling like it's equal right now. You're feeling like that you're putting in all of the work and they're kind of sitting there stagnant. You're like, what the heck? I'm speaking my mind. I'm doing my thing. Hey everybody, welcome back, Carmel Kisses. Welcome back, Lovely Lake. Welcome Ariel. Welcome everybody back to the live. Good to hear back from y'all. Welcome back. And so what you honestly want is you just want things to feel more abundant communication between you, and for them to put in, because this means happiness, but the happiness doesn't happen by an accident. You know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling like one of you's feeling like everything's just going to fall into place, and one of you wants to put things into place. And that's where a little bit of that separation's coming from. No, not separation, but a little bit of those disagreements that y'all might find yourselves in. That's why the energy might get weird a little bit, because you're both trying to solve the same issue, the opposite of each other. You know? Thank you, Adriana. Thank you so much for liking and sharing the live, everybody. Really appreciate y'all. If you gifted and asked a question, please put a rose or a gift box by it so I can tell that you gifted. You're welcome, Nitra. No problem. Okay. Hey, Samantha, I got heartbroken. I need to know does Fletcher care about me? Samantha, I got my heart broken. I need to know, does Fletcher care about me? So does Fletcher care about Samantha? Let's find out. Oh, and Caramel Kisses, good thing for you. I'm only using runes today. So you will get all of your readings with the runes. I'll particularly be using the deck until my other one comes in. Fletcher care about me. Does Fletcher care about you? So this means divine femininity, and this means home and legacy. Yes, they do. They do at least care about you, for sure. La la la. Courtney, is Rome a faithful man? Let's find out. Is Rome a faithful man? Is Rome a faithful man? Okay. This means focus and protection. This means time and success. This means need, requirements, and patience. This means leadership. And this means home and legacy, which was upside down. Yes, they're faithful. But interesting. You pulled need and requirements, and this also means patience. So yes, they're faithful, but be mindful they did just get out of a situation with somebody, and they may still be vulnerable. That person trying to come back and make the situation even more confusing for them. Try to take them back and things like that. But they are faithful. Okay. If you don't buy a new deck, I'm searching. I'm searching for one. I'm really picky about decks. I'm gonna get another deck. I'm either gonna get another. I'm gonna get another deck, and I'm gonna get another set of runes. We're not official just yet. I wanted so when we got serious. Yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all came. It's definitely there. I know. Just now isn't a good time, but you already know that one. For where is the questions? Okay. Adriana, is Garrett coming forward romantically? Let's find out. Is Garrett coming forward romantically? I do remember earlier they were kind of passive about it. Well, not kind of, they were really passive about it. So let's see if they come forward romantically. Forward romantically? Okay. This means divine femininity. This means identity. This means communication. This means safety and care. And this means harvest. Are they going to come forward romantically? I'm getting a no. It's like I'm feeling because you pulled security and care and divine femininity. I'm getting the sense that they it's like they have this thing they're going through where they're afraid of talking to you or talking to anyone romantically, you know? It's just a problem they have kind of thing. Did Ty Stelly look at me as a rival in high school? If so, why? Let's find out. Did Ty Stelly look at me as a rival in high school? And if so, why? Did they look at you like a rival in high school? So this means passion and torch, and this means a sequence of movement and it means sequence of movement and harvest. Yeah, yeah, definitely. They definitely saw you as a rival because y'all both would like take turns trying to see who could catch more people's attention or who could do the most out there thing and things like that, you know. It wasn't a toxic kind of competition. It was just, rival, just a friendly rivalry. Are things getting more serious after last night? Let's find out. Are things getting more serious after last night? So this means risk and luck, and this means harvest and sequence of movement, and this means vitality, but with it being upside down, it means weakness. Yes, it will be more serious, and more things like that you'll find will start happening more often. Now, y'all, if you dropped a question and you gifted, do me a favor and put a rose after your question or a gift box near after your question, so I can see that you gifted, so I don't accidentally like miss you or anything like that. We're getting a passion card today. Yeah, I have a feeling you're going to probably pull that card a couple more times. For Ariel, can I get a past, present, future? For Ariel, of course you can. I got you. That's what I thought. He asked if I was coming back tonight. Yeah, you'll start seeing that kind of start happening a little more, a little more, a little more, until eventually you're just around each other a lot more. That kind of vibe, you know? Feels like things are moving fast and slow at the exact same time, but the timing don't feel all the way too fast, but not all the way too slow. Too slow, it feels just right, kind of thing. I know what you mean. For Ariel, past, present, a future. The general past, present, future. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so this means for this fertility. No, this means harmony and male. This is male energy. This is loyalty, and this is it has the same meaning upside down as it does right side up. But this means luck, and it also means fate. Not fate. It means risk and things like that, right? So, so it's. I'm feeling that you have this thing that's been going on and off, particularly between a guy that's been going on and off. I'm feeling around 10 or so years. A lot of male energy off this card. That in the past, your trust was based off of what someone's told you or what someone said, and has led you to be hurt multiple times by this person. They'll tell you one thing, you'll believe them, talk to them about a situation, and they'll do something else. So, right now in your life, a really big thing that you're really trying to cultivate right now is loyalty. You want to gather you're right now you're working towards gathering a smaller circle of people around you, and that does include like loved ones and family close around you, to minimize for in your future their reckless behavior or their manipulative behavior or their behavior that can cause you harm doesn't put you in unnecessary situations that you don't want to be in or you shouldn't be in. This has both happened from one specific person in your life that you're not talking about, and also a lot of times family members and people close to you. So that's kind of what you were dealing with now. But I do see in the like further along that the people that you surround yourself based on the loyalty are going to be what you need to minimize those risks that you're worried about moving forward with those people. You know. Thank you, Caramel Kisses. He asked if I was coming back tonight. Are you coming back tonight? Yeah, I thought I'm ready for it. Faster than usual. It's better that way. We moved really slow, but now it's picking up. I know what you mean. It's a vibe. I know what you mean. I know the vibe. Welcome back, Babe Cakes. And you're welcome, Ariel. And we got Latrell, and then I got Babe Cakes. If I missed your question for any reason, drop your question again and put a rose or a gift box next to it so I can see that you gifted. I'm doing Latrell's and Babe Cakes because I looked up, I saw that they gifted. How does Tavian feel about my fashion sense? I'm not gonna lie to you, Latrell. I'm gonna laugh if you pull the fashion card again. But we'll see how he feels about your fashion sense. How does Tavian feel about it? Well, let's see. All right. Okay, so this means happiness and joy. This means time and success. And this means water and flow and psychic abilities. He finds it like you being like more so like you're being ahead of your time. You know, like they found your style weird, but like the kind of weird style where only you can wear it. Like you can put one of your outfits on somebody else and it just won't quite, you know, it's the you're one of those kind of people where like you can dress like, yeah, we've all met that kind of person. They can dress off the wall and they can get away with it, but someone else can wear it, but they can't get away with it because they don't have that same kind of presence. Is that kind of vibe with you? What did M say about me today to her family and friends? Let's find out. What did M say about me today to her family or friends? What did M say about babe cakes? What did they say about babe cakes to their friends or their family? Let's see. Let's find out. What did she say? What did M say? Okay, you pulled abundance, security and care, change and procrastination, and leadership. I'm going to draw a couple more. You know, I'm going to draw a couple of these on it. A couple of runes. Thank you so much, Miss D. Thank you so much, y'all, for love and support. Let's draw 4 of these too. 1, 2. Okay. Interesting. Whoa. Hold on. What I find interesting is that you pulled change and procrastination twice from 2 different, well, it's the same, but from cards and from runes. You pulled security and care twice. And guess what? You pulled abundance twice. Earlier, you did pull this, meaning flow and psychic abilities. And this means waiting and ice. So, what I find very interesting is that these 3 abundance, wealth, security, and change are the same as these that you just did. So, what the change, she's saying that you've changed. The biggest thing is that there's been a big change in you and how you're approaching the situation. I'm getting the sense that you're standing up and speaking your mind more. You're being more upfront about things. You're being more verbal about it. You're being more upfront about things. You know what I mean? And it's been happening consistently. It hasn't been it started off subtle, but they're kind of noticing, hey, like you're kind of moving differently through life on me. You know, I'm not used to this kind of confidence. I'm feeling a lot of confident energy that you're starting to radiate more. You have a new sense of security within yourself and what you're saying, and you're not afraid to hold back as much anymore in what you're saying and what you want out of somebody. And yeah, I find it very interesting. You drew 3 of the same ones from here and from the deck. That's so cool. Yep, trying to get with her. Gotcha. Yeah, I've been feeling that energy. Like you've been on my I got the swag energy. Just I'm strutting my stuff. I'm talking my stuff. I'm feeling myself, and you're gonna know it. There's no doubt of my intentions with you, and I want it known. I know the vibe. All right, y'all. And if you would like to book a private reading, go to the link in my bio or drop me a message. Courtney, is Rome going to be in my life long term? Is Rome going to be in your life long term? Let's find out. Is Rome going to be in Courtney's life long term? Is Rome going to be in Courtney's life long term? Is Rome going to be in your life long term? Let's see what the room has to say. You pulled the same of 2 as well. This means victory and justice, and you pulled it again, victory and justice, from the other set. And then you pulled, this means strength and vitality. It's a very masculine energy rune. And this means divine femininity, the embodiment of feminine energy rune. So, yes, they are definitely going, in some capacity, they're going to be in your life long term for sure. They're going to be in your life long term for sure. You're welcome, Ariel. Okay, we got Miss D and then we got Pebbles. Miss D, will Rashad become distant now his credit is clean? Will Rashad become distant now that his credit is clean? Let's find out. Will Rashad become distant now that his credit is clean? Well, let's see. Will Rashad become distant now that his credit is clean? This means victory and success. This means protection and focus. And this means vitality and physical strength. Will they become distant? Yes. They're going to be I'm getting a lot of selfish energy for sure. La, 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 la. Nisha, will Jordan move out or stay? Let's find out. Will Jordan move out or will Jordan stay? I find interesting. I opened up my deck and you pulled. We're already on this card twice, meaning strength. Let's see what favor is moving in. My readings. It's been very synchronized. I'm noticing very synchronized readings going on. I'm in some good energy. That's probably meaning we have some very high vibrating people in this room right now. Thank you so much, Adriana. I appreciate you. Listen, kids. Will they leave or stay? Let's see. Okay. Sure. This is abundance, passion, time and success, and relationship. Are they going to move out? Yes. Yes, they are going to move out. We all know it's likely best. Yep, verbal, trying to. Yep, I get that energy for sure. Should I give up on Garrett? I ask this a lot. You always say no. I do know I always say no, and let's see if I say no again. Should I give up on Garrett? Let's find out. Should you give up on Garrett? Should you give up on Garrett? Hate it when I do stuff like that. Okay. This means abundance. This means victory and justice. This means needs and requirements. This means happiness. This means water and flow and psychic abilities. This means focus and protection. And this means change. Should you give up on him? No. As far as giving up on him, no. You should not give up on him. Right now, what you're dealing with, why the communication is bad, is because of a trauma that they're dealing with. But in order for it to work, they have to get and let's just say y'all get together tomorrow. They would have to work on that regardless because if you're already having issues with the communication before the relationship even starts, then it's going to continue to be a problem as your relationship lives. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're afraid of taking the risk. But you're seeing it abundantly, and they're seeing it scarce. Like I wouldn't give up, but they definitely need to talk to somebody about that issue because leading someone on and having to take on their mental load makes the other person feel defeated. You know what I mean? And it's also draining for you, Adriana, feeling like you're just coming behind somebody that's not like you're making yourself vulnerable, but not the other person having their self be vulnerable. So you're just sitting there vulnerable, being drained. The other person's just kind of being distant, you know? You're welcome, Miss D. Nisha, I am sorry for mispronouncing Jonathan and saying Jordan. I apologize. Sometimes I mispronounce my own children's name. I apologize. Will I succeed at the job I am at now? Let's find out. Will you succeed at the job that you're at right now? Will you succeed? This means flow in relationship. This means harvest and sequence of movements. And this is divine femininity upside down. I'm seeing that yes, you will be successful at your job through making the right connections with the right people. That's how it's going to be done. Yes, your work performance, but more so talking to the right people to make the right things happen. Everything you told me this far was true. Nice. I love it when I'm accurate. I know I have tried to talk to him. He's just resistant. Yeah, I know what it is. It's like it's a song written like that. I can't remember the person. It's like, let me love you until you learn to love yourself. Neo or something. Anyways, it's like the person won't let you in, but you want to come in. And they want you to come in, but it's like their literal trauma and like mental things they're dealing with won't let them do it. And so what's hard is feeling like you're somebody's lover and counselor at the same time. Often, what I find is, and I've done this myself, is you have somebody who has something they're going through mentally and things like that, and you become really invested in it because either it's something off the wall and you're like, "Whoa, this is crazy," and you want to help out, or it's something where it's the person you have this feeling for on top of they're going through this and you want to be there for them like any normal person. But as you peel layers and layers of things, you start noticing, oh, this is more than just you not being able to talk. You grew up where, or let's say you grew up in an environment where talking was bad. You know what I mean? Like it just different things like that. So you find yourself in a place where it's like, not only am I pursuing love with this person, I'm trying to heal this person, but you're so caught in the love and trying to heal this person's mind so you can have them, your mind ends up getting all out of whack too. Because sometimes, and I've done this myself, is you're so focused on another person and trying to get them right so y'all can be good together that you forget about yourself and your needs emotionally. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying that's just something I notice people do, and like myself, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you know. I'm interested in finding a girlfriend, but I want to talk to Tavian about it. How will it go? Let's see. You're interested in finding a girlfriend. My question for you, Latrell, is why do you feel the need to talk to him about it, though? I'm just curious. Like, why do you feel the need to talk to your best friend about it? I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything like that because I hit up my best friend and be like, "Hey, man, like, how I get girls." I mean, I don't do that now because I'm married, but I know how it be. I've been there. How will the talk go? Interesting. You pulled happiness, sequence of movement, and divine femininity. I find it interesting you pulled divine femininity, and this means sequence of movement and harvest and happiness. He's basically gonna. It's not gonna be a long conversation at all. It's gonna go, hey man, like what about these girls? And he's gonna be like, bro, be yourself and talk to them and see which one makes you happy and stick with one. You know, it's not gonna be as big of a long drawn out conversation as you would think. Thank you, Ariel. I understand his trauma because I've been through the same thing and healed. Yeah, there's that as well. There's that as well. You're 100% right. Honestly, Adriana, what it boils down to when pursuing anybody, especially in a situation like this, is as long as they're worth it, they're worth waiting for. As long as they're worth it to you, you know? But I don't think you should like strain yourself or what I always tell people, don't light yourself on fire to make somebody else warm. Because all it does is burn you. You know what I mean? And you can't keep yourself on fire to light somebody to warm somebody else up because that's not sustainable, you know? Because he is in a relationship and I just want to know what to expect. Understandable. But at the same time, that's him and his relationship. What to expect in a relationship is how you have it set up to an extent. Like, if you're with someone who's a liar or a cheater or anything like that, yes, you're going to have bad experiences with that. But overall, the foundation of any relationship you have with another person is what both of you agree with. For example, there's some cultures that believe you can only have one husband and one wife at a time. That's that. Because it makes sense, only do it one for one person at a time. Other cultures believe that it's perfectly fine to have more than one spouse because if you've ever raised children, it takes a lot of people to do it. So biologically, if you think about it, that makes sense. Like having your own tribe, you and like let's say if I have like two or three wives that and it's non-toxic, if that's how y'all all have it set up and that's how y'all all want it to be and it's not toxic for y'all, there's nothing wrong with it. So at the end of the day, it's how you have your relationship set up as to what's healthy and what's not. I even know some married couples, the husband has a girlfriend and the wife has a boyfriend on the side. But that works for them and they're happy. That's just how they have it set up. So at the end of the day, it's about how with what to expect in a relationship, the first thing to what you want to expect in a relationship is how you want the person to treat you. The first foundation of it is how do I want you to treat me? Because if you already treat yourself right, and you know love is a verb, it's what you know. That's all I have to say about that, though. Because if I gotta be emotionally draining for me, I don't want to do. I don't do. I'll be honest with you. You can be in the happiest relationship in the world as long as you're dealing with another human being that's going to be around you. There's going to be some kind of drains. There's going to be some kind of drainage. You know what I mean? So don't look at it like being drained. It's if the person overall doesn't just outright drain you, that's one thing. But if the person themselves are draining to you, then that's just going to continue in the relationship and nothing will change. You know what I mean? For Savannah, what does Troy currently think about me? Let's find out. Mm-hmm. And like I said before, y'all, if you drop the question and you gifted, drop a gift box or a rose in your question so I can see that you gifted. What does Troy currently think about me? Thank you, everybody, for all the roses and the support, all the love. What does Troy Currently think about me. This means luck and mystery. This means victory. This means abundance upside down, put upside down. This means sequence of movement and harvest. And this means focus and protection, but it's pulled upside down. Close enough. Okay, this means relationship. This means protection and security. This means waiting and delays. Ice. This means leadership. This means time and success. And this is communication. I'm getting the energy that there's definitely the feelings there, but they're not very strong. The feelings are not as strong. They're still kind of feeling things out, and because this means risk, they're still figuring out how much commitment that they even and time that they even want to put into both of y'all, even if it is past the expected time. It's still, I'm getting a lot of not quite indecisive energy, but for lack of a better term, indecisive energy. It's like they're keeping their feelings about you a mystery on purpose to keep you guessing because they're still guessing too. Like it's weird. It's like they go from being distant to not, distant to not, distant to not, then really, really, really distant, then really, 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 really clingy, randomly, which oftentimes will leave you confused, which is what they're doing on purpose. Which is probably why you're asking me, how do they really feel about you? Because they're not making it really clear how they feel about you. Their intention is to make it unclear how they really feel about you, if that makes sense. Thank you so much for the roses. Katie, will Nazara break no contact to ask me to get back together? Let's find out. Nazara. This means flow and water and psychic abilities, and this means harmony. The answer to your question is no. Is Danielle the right Sorry, is Daniel the right partner for me? Let's find out. Thank you so much for the roses. Is Daniel the right partner for me? You pulled rebirth and sequence of movement. You know what? Let's pull two of these and see. Interesting. And this means victory and abundance. The answer is yes. They're one of your soulmates. They're definitely a soulmate, for sure. You're welcome, Savannah. For the 5 cards, for a 3-card spread for you and the Don, yes, you can. Wait, can I get a 3-card spread for me and Brandon? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Thanks. Good looking out. Andy. Thank you. For me and Brandon. Amaya, can I get a 3-card spread for me and Brandon? Well, let's see. 3-card spread for you and Brandon. That's interesting. Oh. Okay. So this means home and legacy, loyalty, and security and care. So for the past, I'm seeing for y'all's past, there was a lot of talks about having a home, even businesses, things that you can pass along to generations after y'all, things that, had a lot of goals, a lot of plans that you were both looking to accomplish. But I'm seeing recently, or more near the present, not so future, that y'all's loyalty, something happened or someone came in between y'all that shook up the loyalty and the trust in your relationship. So right now the biggest worry about your future between you is where's the security, where's the safety, and where's the care if you don't know if the person you're with is loyal to you. Because of what's happened recently, and the reason that makes it worse is because of what you've been through in your past. What's happened recently makes this situation worse. Let's see if we can find a solution for this. Let's draw 3. Change, passion, risk. The change that y'all have to make is is how much commitment you want to put into it. It's gonna take, like, how much work are you willing to put into the relationship between y'all to make it work? And where's the next question? Will I get approved for my home next week? Let's find out. Will I get approved for my home? Interesting. This means happiness in sequence of movement and harvest. The answer to your question is yes, you will be approved for your home next week. What will marriage and fatherhood look like in the future? How will my kids be? Let's find out. Please no, for your question, Shanti, please no legal questions. You pulled protection. This means protection and focus. This means sequence of movement and harvest. And this means risk. You're going to be a very protective dad. You're going to be a very protective dad. And because there's the things that you're passionate about, and the things that you're going to be just as passionate about is the things that your kids are passionate about. You're going to be a very involved dad. Like, let's say if your kid plays soccer, or if your kid plays like football or any sport, you're the dad that has on the jersey that says, let's say your kid's name is Mike. It'll say Mike's dad, and you have a hat that has a team on it or something. Like you're gonna be the kind of dad that goes all out for their kids for sure. The extra dad. Like if your son is in like karate, you'll show up in like a karate gi or something and have a giant sign with a foot on it kicking someone's face and be like, go son, like that kind of dad. Did M tell anyone what my son said to her? Let's find out. Did M tell anyone what my son said to her? Did M tell anyone what your son said to her? Did M tell anyone? Thank you, Nikki. Rich Nikki. And thank you, Babe Case. I forgot to tell you. Thank you. Did any did M tell anyone what my son said to her? Did M tell anyone what my son said to her? You pulled rebirth, identity, passion, and flow and psychic ability. Thank you, Rich. Yes, she did. M told, yeah, for sure. Thank you, Lachey. Will everything work out how I want? Let's find out. Thank you, Paranormal. Thank you, Spirit Messenger. Spirit Messenger, thank you. Thank you, Babe Cakes. Interesting. You pulled relationship and security and care. Yes, it is. And I'm getting this. I'm feeling that there's a person you looking for, and they're gonna show up right in front of you like a gift. You're gonna be surprised about it. I'm gonna be surprised about it, and everyone's gonna be like, "Where the heck did this person come from?" But it's gonna be a beautiful feeling. That like the good kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. Thank you, Rich. Does M believe my son? Let's find out. Does M believe your son? Does M believe your son? This means loyalty. This means risk and mystery. This means needs and requirements. This means rebirth and water and flow. Does M believe your son? Yes. Wholeheartedly, yes. They have a lot of trust for your son and what they say. Absolutely, they do. I mostly say that because you pulled a loyalty card. Good evening, scrunchies. Tabitha, will I get with my crush? Thank you, Andy, for holding it down. I like that slogan. If you don't gift, you get skit. Will I get with my crush? Interesting. You pulled relationship, security and care, and time and success. The answer is yes. You will get with your crush. Also, y'all, please no legal questions or medical questions, please. Do M think I'm a cheater now? Let's find out. And y'all, if you would like to book a private reading with me, drop me a message or go to the link in my bio. All my stuff is there. Does M think I'm a cheater now? Let's find out. You pulled Rebirth. You keep pulling this card. Leadership, Divine Femininity upside down. This means harmony. This means need and requirements. And this means transformation. Do they think that you're a cheater now? Yes, they do. But like their opinion of you has changed. Yes, it has. Hi, Venus Queen. How you doing? Welcome to the live. And Jay, the sneaker plug. Welcome. Pleased to meet you as well, and thank you for joining the room. We like to support each other and heal each other and help each other in this room. Cassandra, has Hajani been missing me? Let's find out. Hajani been missing me? You pulled identity, and this means waiting and delays. Ice. Have they been missing you? Yes, they have. Another cool thing about me, y'all, is that if you do look at my website, I have the cheapest prices you'll ever see. My readings like $15 for 15 minutes, $30 for 25 minutes, and 50 for 1 hour. I have the cheapest prices you'll ever see in tarot. Which, I mean, these are runes, but you know what I mean. Can you do a past, present, future for you? Yes, I can. And the reason I keep my prices so low is so it's available to everybody. I ain't knocking anybody's hustle. You know, if you want, if people that charge that charge $100 for 15 minutes, go for it. More power to them. That's fine. I'm not hating on nobody. Charge your prices. I just telling you the reason I charge my prices what I do is so it's available to more people. You know, that's it. No shade on nobody or nothing. Thank you, Strawberry. Much love. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so you pulled divine femininity, strength. This means strength you put upside down and vitality, and this means identity. So in your past, I'm getting the sense that you were hurt to the point where you felt the need to create yourself into a different person that you never wanted to be, or you allowed someone to come into your life, and the way they were bringing you down and the way they were basically attacking you now in this your present, it's led you feeling weak and vulnerable in yourself. And so what you're worried about in your future right now is that what you've dealt with in your past was so difficult, it was so much for you, that you wonder in your future, who even are you, and what does life even look like moving forward from the kind of past that you had, that had you feeling weak for so long, that had you feeling so defeated because of what another person has done to you. I do get the sense that you've done the route of forgiving them, you've moved past it, but the person that you need to forgive the most right now is yourself, and allow yourself to feel what you felt, breathe through it, and move forward. That's going to be truly how you let go of that pain that person has done, to the point where you feel like your personality has been altered. That kind of narcissistic abuse that you were dealing with. You know what I mean? But the answer to basically the taking your life back, basically with what you want for you, is pouring into yourself and giving more to you. Because what's missing is what you were giving to that other person in your life is what you should have been putting into yourself first. That's what was going on with that situation. And that's how you'll get out of that situation. Hey, God's treasure, how you doing? Chantel, will Brett reach out to me today? Will Brett reach out to me today? Let's find out. Chantel. Will Brett reach out to Chantel? Will Brett reach out to me again? Will Brett reach out to me again? This means loyalty. This means identity, or this means harmony, harmony, and sequence of movement. The answer to your question is yes. What will draw my future girlfriend to me, and how will she look at me as a human being? Let's find out. How will you draw her? Latrell, by the way your readings be going, and this doesn't count as this is me, my commentary. When I think of you trying to flirt with someone, I think of you doing. I don't know if you see Michael Jackson's "The Way You Make Me Feel" music video, but I see you doing an extra like 8 count dance or something, and sliding and trying to dance to her or something, and try to impress her or something goofy or something. I don't know. Not gonna lie, I've done that. You pull, so you pulled relationship, you pulled travel, and this means needs and requirements. What I find very interesting is you were asking about relationship and you pulled relationship and you asked how were you going to meet them. You're going to meet them while you're on a trip, while you're traveling somewhere. That's where you're going to meet them. That's where you're going to find that relationship you're talking about. And what you need in a person is going to be someone who has wanderlust like you do. It's kind of like people who say if you don't go to the gym at the same time as me, we shouldn't date because our lifestyles don't line up. Kind of like how you're going to meet them traveling, your lifestyles are going to line up because you both are going to like traveling. Kind of like that. Please no pregnancy questions. That counts as a medical question. So if the opinion changed, so does that mean that M don't think I'm a cheater because she used to? So if the opinion changed, so does that mean that M don't think I'm a cheater because she used to? So the opinion, so if the opinion changed, so does that mean that I am distinguished? Thank you so much for the roses. So before they said they think you're a cheater now, so if their opinion changed, would they think you're a cheater? Thank you, Goddess Renee. I love my septum. I got it like a year ago. Does M think you'll be loyal to her? So you pulled identity, change, and abundance. So yes, actually, their opinion of you is going to change. It's going to literally change from them thinking you're selfish to changing to them thinking that you'll be abundant in their life and not make selfish decisions. Thank you so much for the roses and the support, y'all. Is Christopher Cakesty coming to see me next week? Let's find out. Okay, this means safety and security and identity. Are they coming to see you next week? No. Will I get into the military? Let's find out. No problem, Christina. Will you get into the military? So this means communication, this means water inflow, and this means home and legacy. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. For Anya, should Shahid and I move in together? Let's find out. Okay, this means sequence of movement and harvest, and this means leadership and success. The answer is yes. You should move in together. Katie, why do my coworkers hate me? I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see what's going on. You're welcome, ABW1226. Why do your coworkers hate you? This means focus and strength. This means legacy and security. This means strength. And this means divine femininity. They don't like you because you make them look bad. You make them look bad. That's what that is. Tor, sorry about that. We'll get around to you. We're going in order of people gifting and everything, but we'll get around to you. Sometimes the chat it gets hectic, and sometimes people's questions get out of whack. But I'm here all day, all night. Are you able to give details on my future girlfriend, like her personality or name? I can try. What will Latrell's girlfriend's name be? And what will their personality be? You skipped mine too. I apologize, y'all. Yo, if you're getting skipped, it's likely because your questions are getting filtered. But please bear with us. We're doing the best we can. Now, if you do want an insightful deep reading with me, go to the link in my bio and go through my website, or drop me a message and we can do a private reading. Oh, Andy, if it's that, then that's that's just that. Ain't nothing getting past Andy. You know what I find very interesting, Latrell? When you asked about your girlfriend last time, you pulled the travel card. This does mean travel. This means victory and success. This means happiness, and this means rebirth. As far as a name, I don't know. As far as their personality, the most I can tell you is that she's going to be bubbly and enjoy traveling. But as far as a specific name, I do not know. But she's going to be bubbly and really into traveling. Victoria, will Luis reach out to me soon? Let's find out. Will Luis? No, not Luis. Louis. Sorry. Will Louis reach out to me soon? Louie. Louie, got you. Victoria, will Louie reach out to me soon? I got you. Heart. Thank you so much for the roses, y'all. Much appreciated. You had it right. I'm sorry. I'm a little kooky. This means I am terrible with names. See, I am. I messed up Andy's last name. I kept calling her Rhea, but it was Ray. This this means harmony. This means legacy, and this means waiting and delays. I'm getting a yes for your question. The answer is yes. Naya, will Elijah come see me in college even though he said no? Will Elijah come see me in college even though he said no? Let's find out. Let's find out. Will Elijah come see you even though he said no? Okay, this means need and requirements. This means abundance and wealth, and this means harmony. Even though they said no, they're gonna visit you one time. They're gonna visit you one time. But let's see. Please no pregnancy questions. And y'all, if you're getting skipped, it means that you're yeah, if you're getting skipped, it means that TikTok is filtering your comments out. It's not that we're purposely skipping questions here. It's nothing like that. It's probably you just keep getting you keep getting filtered, you know? But I promise we'll get to your question. And if you would like to book a private reading with me to avoid all of this, then you can go onto my link tree and go to my link tree, or you can drop me a message and book a reading through there. Natalie, will Diego try to come back to? Will Diego try to come back to me? Let's find out. Will Diego try to come back to me? Will Diego try to come back to me? Thank you, Natalie. Let's see. Interesting. You pulled divine femininity, and this means need and requirements. Are they going to try to come back to you? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Jasmine, will I be financially okay when I leave for my trip? Let's find out. Will you be financially okay when you leave for your trip? Let's find out. Let's pull one from here. And pull one for here. This means vitality and strength, and this means passion and torch. Will you be financially okay to leave? Be okay when you leave for your trip? Yes, you will. The answer is yes. Amanda, will me and JR get together soon? Let's find out. You're welcome, Jazz. Thank you, Dina. Thank you so much, Dina90. Again, y'all, if I mispronounce your name, if I mess your name up or anything like that, I do apologize. I mispronounce my own kids' names sometimes too. I had to ask my wife what her name was before I asked her to marry her because I couldn't pronounce her middle name. So it's nothing personal. Will you and JR get together soon? For Amanda. So you pulled loyalty, and this means harvest and sequence of movement, and this means communication and abundance. The answer is yes, you will be together soon. You're welcome, I am Shirley. And I thank you for your patience because I did see you up there. You waited a while for your question. I really appreciate the patience from y'all. Y'all are really cool people. Really cool persons. Shonda, will Joseph and I move soon? Will Joseph and I move soon? Let's find out. Will Joseph and you move soon? Let's see. Will Joseph and you move soon? Oh, wow. That's so cool. This means victory and success, and this means victory and success. You pulled twice. Confirmation. The confirmation you're looking for is yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you will move soon. That's so cool. You pulled the same one twice. Just because. I'm going to see if you pull it again in this. Just because. You did it, but it's okay. This means abundance, so you're good. But still, that's so cool. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. 3 card, please, about my coworkers' wealth. More details about why they are mean to me. Well, let's find out. Why is Katie's coworkers mean to her? Interesting. This means victory. And this card that you pulled twice means risk and luck. Risk, luck, fate, things like that. This means sequence of movement. This means passion. This means rebirth. And this means harmony. They find you to be a tryhard, and for some reason, because of something you're doing at work, they find you to be a risk to all of their jobs. They feel as though you working in their environment makes the rest of them being treated unfairly, because this means victory, but it also means justice. They also don't like you because they don't like the kind of work environment, because they feel tense when they're working around you. They find you to have a very difficult and commanding presence as well, is what I'm seeing from this. So it's a mixture of jealousy, insecurity, and also some people trying to sabotage you because they don't like the way you work and the kind of energy you bring to the work environment. Geraldine. Is Randy getting his karma back soon? Let's find out. This means victory and justice, and this means need and requirements. The answer is yes. They need a taste of their own medicine. Absolutely. We're going to switch it to the runes for a little bit. Did M really ask my son, am I afraid of dogs? Let's find out. Interesting. So this means joy and bliss. This means passion and torch. And this means time and success. Yes. Yes, the answer to your question is yes. What's funny, babe cakes? Will I be in a relationship with Josh again? You pull loyalty and divine femininity. Will you be in a relationship with Josh again? Yes, you will. Just asking, I want to see what my son is telling the whole truth. If your son's telling the whole truth, I got you. That is correct. And what Andy's saying, if you get gifted and you get skipped, you got filtered. That's what happened. We're not just purposely skipping people for no reason. Hey Lori, loves life. Hey Lori, welcome back to live. Thank you for the roses. Fjord can also answer question he's drawn to, so may the odds be in your favor. That's very true. If I do feel drawn to a question and things like that, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Will Blue, my ESA dog, be with me in my emergency move? Is Section 8 very important? Will your ESA dog be with you in your emergency move? Yes. This means risk and luck, and this means victory and success. The answer is yes. Jackie, will my hubby get this new job? Let's find out. You're welcome. So this is success, and this means delay in waiting. Will he get the new job? Yes, but there's going to be some processing that takes a little longer to start than you expect. I love my dog. I know the vibe. I know the vibe. Absolutely. OMG, you are the best. Yeah, thank you. No problem. I'm here to help. How does Tavian's fiance feel about me after their visit in town? Let's find out. You know what? Let's do it like this. Oh, wow. Okay, so you pulled divine femininity and time and success. So it's not that she just outright doesn't like you, but it is going to take her time to warm up to you, to understand you, because they do think that you're a lot. Like you're a lot to take in. They think you're cool. You're just a lot to take in. They just need some time to figure out how they even can even take you, kind of thing. It's kind of like that. Thank you for the team bracelet. Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate the support y'all give. But there was some really interesting readings. I find it interesting that a couple of y'all pulled like the same card multiple times in the same reading. I thought that was really cool. It's crazy how like it moves in sync. Wait, Latrell, you have a brother? In the fjord were all waves. You and your water jokes, Andy, crack me up. Like yeah, last night talking about me and my wife's little typhoons, the waves, the fjord water. Now, I do, but he passed away back in 2020. I'm sorry, Latrell. I'm sorry to hear that. Is Miss Water feeling better? She's been really nauseous today. Um, but like, how'd I put it? Like she's good. She's just been sluggish, that kind of vibe. Me too. Ginger ale helps. Ginger ale is hard to find in Mexico, so it'd be like a big deal when I do find some. But I'm gonna try to go by the store today and see if I can find any. Maybe after the live. Baby, darling, are you okay? Okay, honey, I'll get. Do you want some ginger ale? You're extremely nauseous. Okay, I'll get you some ginger ale when I head over to the store. Okay. Love you, darling. Okay. Will Christopher be back to harass me? Let's find out. Oh, Christopher B. back to harass you. So you pulled identity, communication, insecurity, and care. Yes, they will be back to harass you for sure. But I'm not meant for the weak. I I understand. I understand, Latrell. Ginger beer, alcohol free. Yeah, yeah, alcohol free. Ginger ale. Yeah, only no alcohol. Peppermint too. True. Peppermint's really good. Or she likes those little ginger candies that grandmas in church be having. She likes those. No, ginger beer is alcohol free. Oh, I'm over here thinking, what? Hold on, we not doing that. Hey, Debbie Deb, how you doing? What's up, Debbie Deb? It's stronger ginger flavor. Oh, I know they be coming in like glass bottles, and they be like, it almost looks like real beer, and like it's really crispy, like when you one of them drinks that make you do that when you drink it kind of vibe. I can tell she likes me, but we keep ourselves at a distance because of respect. Yeah, like I'm not saying she don't like you or nothing like that. You're just a lot to take in. That's really all it is. For Chandra, will Joseph and you move on? The ironic thing about your reading is you pulled victory and success. You pulled that card twice in a row. So the answer to your question is absolutely like you. I was saying earlier, like yeah, confirmation. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Rubbing alcohol works in a pinch. She can sniff it from tissue. I never thought about that one. I never thought about that one. I'm gonna try that one. Will Lance come to my apartment to check on me and Blue? Let's find out. Oh, you're welcome, God's treasure. Your reading was beautiful. I was so excited to see it because I love seeing synchronicity. Like when someone asks a question and the cards are in sync with your question, it's so beautiful. I live to see that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Will Lance come to my apartment to check up on me? Let's find out. This means need and requirements, and this means flow and psychic abilities. The answer is yes, they will come and check on you. You you feel that telepathy kind of thing going on where you're kind of feeling like you're going to run into them soon. Yeah, it's true. Your intuition is right. Energy doesn't lie. A lot of times when we're on our way to see somebody, you do. Like oh, I feel it. I feel like I'm gonna run into them. I hope you enjoy yourself. I do. That I do. My intuition is on point. It is, and I feel as though you getting these readings from me is more so confirmation. You know what I mean? More so than anything. The rubbing alcohol confuses the brain. That's why it works. Got you. I got you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is. It makes a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense, Latrell. It does. Da, da. Destiny. Yep. I was about to say. I thought I did see you. Gift for Lenore. Is W ready to build out Relationship. Is W ready to build out relationship? Is W ready to build the relationship? Lenore, is W ready to build our relationship? Let's find out. I'm sorry. I really was thinking to build up the relationship. You know what? I need my relationship built out. I think your relationship needs to be built out. Let's see if they're about it. Um, build our relationship. Okay. So this means this card. This means protection and focus, and this means victory and success. The answer is yes. He's terrible at names too, so be kind. Andy, I'm gonna need you to be kind and stop throwing shade at me and not pronouncing people's names right. Right, Destiny, I'm happy for you. Also, Andy, I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you. But you are right. I am really bad at people's names. Is it shade if it's real? Two things can be true at once. I better clean up my closet. Spirits know who you be talking about. They sure do. They sure do. Energy doesn't have name. Well, energy does have names, but as far as the extent of this conversation, energy doesn't have names. I'm glad he's ready because it's been a long road. I I I get it. I know how it can be for sure. But what I always tell people at the end of the day, if the person is worth waiting for, then it's worth it. If they're not worth waiting for, then it's a waste of your time. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Will I be moving when my lease is up? Let's find out. Right. Lori, why are you yelling at people? What in the chat hyped you up? Will I be moving when my lease is up? Let's see. Will you be moving when your lease is up? So you pull loyalty and willpower, happiness and joy, and divine femininity. Will you be moving once your lease is up? Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Into a better home. I would like to thank you for your help. You're welcome, Latrell, if I was the person you were speaking with. Do you think when I get Blue, my pit bull, neutered, calm him down and be less aggressive and scared? Let's find out. Will he be less aggressive and scared after he's neutered? Let's see. Oh, you pulled identity, relationship, and change. The answer is yes. The answer to your question is yes. They will be less aggressive and less scared after you neuter them. Yes. Also, Fjord, I'm hating because it's supposed to snow here again. The grass isn't always greener on the other side, though. Like, it'd be like 110 degrees outside here, and it'd be like really hot. So I'd be like, it's crazy how, like, I would love to have snow because of how hot it's been. Because on a cold day, it's 70 degrees. So, like, I'd be wanting the four seasons. It was 11 inches of snow Monday. I. It sounds like you're in a more northern state, or you're like higher up, like above the south area. So I would see how. Yeah. Do you not like the snow? Midwest. Yeah. I figured. Do you not like the snow? Personally, I love snow. I'm in New York. Nice. I'm in Mexico. Not 11 inches. Do they salt the roads and like shovel up the snow and stuff, or this just, or like, what do you not like about the snow? Is it like how it makes things difficult? Do you not like the cold, or one of my favorite things to do is like whenever it's winter and like you go in the woods and you see all the snow covering the woods and the trees and stuff, and it's just so beautiful. Four and below, not everything is shut down pretty much past six. Got you. So it makes everything around you inconvenient. That's understandable. I hate the cold. Maybe that's why I'm yelling. It be like that. I understand. I get it. I get it. I noticed that being too cold will put you in a bad mood, but also being too hot will put you in a bad mood too. You ever been so cold or so mad you just pissed off? You're just mad. Thank you so much, Babe Cakes. Hey, hi, HFY, yo. What up, girl 22? Sorry, I'm really bad with names. Is M mentally over her baby daddy? Is that what you mean by BD? Is M mentally over her baby daddy? Okay, just making sure. Is M mentally over her baby daddy? Is M mentally over her baby daddy? Oh, wow. So you did it again. You pulled risk and luck twice. Security and care, sequence of movement, identity, and divine femininity. The answer to your question, are they mentally over their baby daddy? The answer is no, they are not. They are not over them all the way. It's a work in progress, but they're not over them all the way. I love being in the house, but I gotta get out and ransack these stores. I get it. I've been in that situation myself. New Yorkers are fast, talk fast, walk fast. Yeah, New York is a really busy city. I can see why you say that. Son, what are you doing? Buddy? Betty, go to your mom. What are you doing, man? I didn't finish the movie. You didn't finish the movie? Yeah. She'll turn it back on, man. I want to watch it. Littlefoot. Littlefoot? Yeah. Babe, you got Cairo? You got Cairo? Yeah. See you later, man.
Bye.
Alrighty. Yes, don't talk to me when I'm in that state. Let me be passionately mad. It'd be like that. Girl 22, why are you scared? What's going on? Let me catch up with these questions. Land Before Time? Yes. Yes, he loves The Land Before Time. I have him watch the kind of stuff that I grew up watching. Like, yeah, they watch modern things too, of course. You know what I mean? But they watch a lot of the stuff that I grew up watching, for sure. Cause not saying that cartoons from my time were better. I just know what they're watching because I watched it, so I know like what is and is not good. You know. Come on, nephew, we can watch it. Oh, that's sweet, Andy. He needs to watch FIFO Goes West. I've never heard of that. Let me write that down. What is that called? FIFO Goes West. I'm gonna try that out. I'm always looking for new things for kids to watch. My kids to watch. Thank you, Andy. Faithful. Faithful. These names. Oh, speaking of which, so I have a story on that. So I teach theater on the side, and I had a little girl. Her name was Indy, but I heard her and her sister's name being said, and I didn't know if it was Elle or Indy. So I called the little girl Ely for every single practice when her name was Indy. So when she would mess up or she needed to be disciplined, whatever, I'd be like, Ely, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. And she'd be so confused. She'd be like, who is he? Because I was calling her the wrong name confidently. Like I just knew that was her name. What's that skit called? Where the guy's like, Aaron, Block A. It's a skit about that. About like a dude was like dressed as a teacher, mispronouncing everybody's name. I'm that guy. Babe. Eh, Never mind. Thief is the... Now I really can't read what that says. It says what? Feeful... Feeble? Fee... What's the name of that skit where the teacher was mispronouncing people's names, like calling people Block A?
Oh, it was from Key and Peele.
What was it?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Key and Peele?
Key and Peele?
No, key, like a key.
Key?
And Peele.
Key Peele.
Key and Peele.
Key and Peele. That's the skit I'm talking about, y'all.
No, that's the name of the show.
Oh. Never mind. Just never mind. Never mind. Baby girl. Tell her to come say hi. Are you okay with coming and say hi, or you want to wait till later, baby?
No, I look crazy. I don't feel good.
I understand, baby. Y'all, she don't.
Hi from the back, y'all. That sounded wow. Wow. Yep, see? I'm gonna just go.
Girl, we cousins. She said, girl, we're cousins. Yo, I understand though. She said my bonnet on too.
Okay.
That's funny. Having outside live bonds going on. The bonnet bond. not the bonnet bond. I'm in teacher's aide for Yonkers Public School, and we need to have a kid named Undone. Undone? His name is Undone? How do you say that? How do you say that name? Undone?
Give me the paper.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's this. It's called FIFA Goes West. It's a cartoon they recommend. Did M come through my complex today? Did M come through my complex today? Let's find out. If you're gonna be doing all, we'll talk, babe. My wife is goofy, y'all. Babe, dog. Never mind. Did M come through your complex today? Wow. This is like the fourth time in a row you've pulled that same set. But just to make sure, let me draw some cards on it and see. You pulled security and care, which I find interesting. Harmony. And this also means divine masculine energy. And this means female and divine feminine energy. And this means security and care. This meaning relationship. Oh, you did it again. This means relationship, but you pulled the male seed and harmony, and male seed and harmony again. You keep pulling double on one of your cards. And this means time and success. And this means flow and water. Did they come by through your complex? Yes, they did. The answer is yes. I'm not even joking, it's true. So I'm pronouncing the name Undone. That's how it's pronounced? Tell her to puff that hair up and come say hi. I'll talk her into it. She's a little shy, but I'll talk her into it. What was the point of M talking to my son? Let's find out. What was the point of M talking to your son? Shy and married to you? I don't believe it. Not yes. Opposites attract. Yes. I embarrass her all the time in public. Like I'm really out there. Like she's way more reserved than me. Yes, for sure though. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Interesting. You did it again. You pulled loyalty and loyalty twice. Loyalty and willpower. You pulled happiness twice. Happiness and joy twice. Three times. You pulled happiness and joy three times. 1, 2, 3. Ain't that crazy? So not only did you pull loyalty twice, you pulled happiness three times. Sequence of movement and harvest, home and legacy, change, and divine femininity, along with victory and time and success. The reason why that the point in talking to your son was they were trying to find out, is your son happy with you in their life? That's what it was in relation to you and your son's life and where your son is in your life and where your son will be in your life. They're doing this thing where they're gauging your worth in their life based off of if you make son happy or not. It's kind of like that kind of weird thing. That's why you put a lot of joy and happiness and the loyalty card, because they're that's what they're comparing, is they're relating your loyalty to how well you do or do not treat son. That's why they're pulling them aside and having those kind of conversations with them. She was talking to him about my relationship status. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, the loyalty card. Yeah, definitely talking about your other things going on and using that to gauge kind of where to put you in son's life and in their life as well. That kind of vibe. Nayendia, will my mom have a baby this year? That counts as a pregnancy question. And that's also free will. Welcome into the waters. Gift for yes or no question. Please be patient. I love that slogan. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. Will my kids be into fashion like their parents will be? Let's see. I also agree with Andy on this one too. Live your life. Don't be worried about kids at 18. I understand that because I had my first kid when I was 22 years old. And my wife got pregnant when I was 21. So, yeah. I will say, honestly, though, if you want to be the best father you can, the root of it is being the best person you can. If you're a good person or if you're a responsible person, you're probably going to be a good, responsible parent kind of thing. But if you're not a good person and you're not responsible and you don't really care about life, you're not, like, having a kid isn't going to make you turn into a superhero and change everything about you or something just because you had a kid. You know what I mean? You pulled need and requirement, and you pulled harmony. So, yes, you will have kids who are into fashion, but you will have possibly one kid who's not, that just doesn't care about it. Just be mindful not to tie their image so much with their self-esteem that they have a low self-esteem if they're not dressed as elaborate as everybody else around them. You know the future can and will change, right? All decisions impact the future. Yes, that is very true. That is very true. I'm not gonna love them any different. I know you won't. I know you won't, Latrell. I know you won't. But piggybacking what Andy's talking about a little bit, like a lot of questions I get asked from a lot of people be like free will questions. I'm not throwing any shade at nobody or anything like that, but like questions about if questions that heavily involve like if you make that choice. You know what I mean? For example, like a question, will you ever be a parent? You won't be a parent if you don't choose to be. You don't, well, I mean, you can accidentally become a parent, but it's not, well, it's not all the way an accident. It's hard to accidentally do that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I slipped on a pebble and now I'm pregnant. It doesn't work like that, is what I mean by that. And I know it's not for certain, but I love having a general idea. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I remember one reading that you did have that that's a struggle that you have is that you want the thing is that you're controlling in a different way. You like the way you execute your controlling nature is you feel like you always have to like know ahead or you have to like be in control of a situation for it to work smoothly. You know what I mean? Or you used to be the kind of person that like you feel like you got to fix everything or you can fix everything, you know? Um but heck, you could ask me one question one day and then ask the next week and do some things in your life and the answer would change, you know? So it's weird how things like that work, you know? But y'all, if question for y'all, do y'all really think TikTok is gonna get banned? Because if it does, I have more platforms for y'all to follow me and stuff on. I'm just curious, like with what's your thoughts? Because like I don't think I would lose my TikTok because I'm in Mexico, but I want to know like what's your other? Do y'all think that the app is gonna be like actually shut down? Do you have Instagram or Twitter? I have Instagram, and my Instagram is in the link tree in my bio as well. It's not as much content because I kind of focus more so on going live because for me, like it's hard for me to like capture my personality in a short video. You know what I mean? I kind of just gotta just go with the flow and just talk, you know? It's not going to be the same without TikTok. I know, like I love TikTok. Like TikTok is my absolute favorite app to be on. You can go live on Instagram. Yes, you can. I'm gonna actually start going live on Instagram and on YouTube and kind of work those more too. But I changed my name to Fjord Water on all my stuff. So if you look me up like Fjord Water, I should put up. You can't gift or anything like that though. On Facebook, yes you can. You can tip on Facebook. And I think you can tip on Instagram. But there's a way around that. I could just have my Cash App up. You know what I mean? And just have my prices up like that. And you just tip to the Cash App. Do that. There's always a way around it. I always tell other content creators, no matter what, like when a website gets shut down or if an app shuts down, it ain't no different than you having a job and you getting laid off from a job. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. I can't tell you how many times I've been laid off from a job, and I had to find another job or bounce back from it or something like that. I look at it the same as TikTok shutting down or anything else. Where one website was shut down, another one will come up. Hey, I'm doing good. Patrice, how you doing? I want to be an expat in the future. It's 100% doable. It's what country would you want to go to? There's a bunch of expat communities that you can join. If you're ever interested in coming out to Mexico, I have a lot of advice on that. I mean, but yeah, I will say like what I have to say about also Patrice. If you have a question, go ahead and gift and drop your question anytime you want, bro. I understand it's a big world to pick where you want to go. I highly recommend look at the visas first before you look at where you want to move to and stuff like that. Look at the visa, see how long you can stay in the country for on your visa and how much it costs to stay. Because from what I know about, like, let's say you want to go to Thailand or if you want to go to like a lot of the like Asian countries like Thailand and Japan and things like that, they have really short visas and it's really hard to get residency there. They really like for you to stay and it's easy to renew your visa doing country jumps and runs. But if you're trying to do like a long term kind of thing and stay in the country for a long time, you'll it's um it's different. But Latin America, their visas are a lot easier. Even Canada's visas are a lot easier. Even Canada's visa is a little difficult. Honestly, going from Canada to the United States would be like the culture shock wouldn't be as bad if you're from like Texas or California or been to like a state that borders around Mexico and you go to Mexico, it won't be as bad of a culture shock. But the number one thing I can tell you is if you're going to live in another country is like learn the language. Like for me, it took me about like a year or two to learn how to speak Spanish, and I definitely see a difference of when I didn't know how to speak Spanish versus me speaking Spanish now. And now that I do speak Spanish, like I can't tell how many times I was like, dang, like that situation was much more complicated because I didn't speak the language. So be mindful of that. Like, what are you willing to learn how to speak? Because that's very important. Because relying on Google Translate a lot, like doing that will get you like overcharged for stuff and stuff like that. Because people think that because you can't focus on other stuff. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop talking about that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop talking about that. I'm gonna stop talking about that. Dang, my bad is not letting me do gifts. I don't know. I'm not sure why TikTok isn't. If I had it, I would support it. I know you would, bro. I definitely know you would. But I can't do any of the readings for free right now because I have to be fair to everybody. No, no worries, man. No worries. I just have to be fair to everybody. That's all it is. Thank you, Ang. Did you have a question, Ang? Because you got to feed your family. That's true. That's very true. And another reason I even charge in the first place is because when when I'm divinating, it costs me energy. You know what I mean? Like I'm using my psychic abilities here, and it tires me out, just like working any other job. You know what's crazy? Remember you said something about traveling earlier? Yeah, what happened? Yes, but is it like any question? You can ask me almost anything except for legal questions and medical questions. Angela's short for Angela. I was thinking Ang, like off of Avatar. Avatar The Last Airbender. I thought it was Aang like Avatar The Last Airbender. I didn't know it was for Angie or Angela. I'm so sorry. You're like the eighth person's name I've just butchered. I'm so sorry. I don't mean no harm. I said it with confidence too. Like I just knew that was your name, and I thought it was cool because I thought you were named after Avatar or something. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's. I'm so sorry. Whew, that's funny. And I love how Andy has to explain for me. He's bad at names. I am bad at names. I was telling everybody earlier. I I was telling everybody earlier that I had to ask my wife what her middle name was because I couldn't pronounce it before I took her to the place to ask her to marry me. That's how she knew I was going to ask her to marry me because I didn't want to. Because think about it, you ask someone to marry you and you pronounce their name wrong. So for your past, present, future, for Angie, not Ang, you you pulled risk and fate, home and legacy, and risk and fate. So I'm seeing your past repeating the same as your future. So in your past, I'm reading that you had to take some risk, some high risk, high reward things in your life for you to get this home. And by home, I'm also meaning legacy. This big thing that you were working towards, you finally got it. You got it. You're proud of it. But you're realizing now that in order for you to have the future you want, to maintain this home and legacy that you've gotten by taking risk in your past, it's going to require you putting that same amount of energy and putting risk into your future, for your future. It's a pattern. It's a pattern that you noticed you lived your life. You have a goal, you take high risk, high reward. Sometimes you have a high reward, sometimes you have a high consequence. But you're entering a flow state where you're starting to calculate your risk versus reward, and you're getting really good at calculating that, almost like you're gambling it. You know what I mean? That high risk, high reward situation you're in right now, keep moving forward, it will pay off. Will Damien rekindle our situation? Let's find out.